Hi, everyone. This is Dee Marley with the Historical Fiction Company and the History Bards podcast. Again, we're continuing our book reviews, and we're going to go back to our winner for the 2021 Book of the Year, and that is The Stars That Govern Us by J.R. Alcyone. And here is the book cover. You can see it. Excellent, excellent book. I have to read this quote from the book. We are but dust and shadows. That really sets the stage for the storyline of this book. It's truly a one of a kind and perfect detour from the typical historical fiction on the market today. And please don't let the medical theme scare you away. This is a book to read and cherish. For just like a skilled heart surgeon, Miss Alcyone reaches into your chest and writes this story on the walls of your heart by exploring all the avenues of true friendship, a heroic profession, the sufferings of the vulnerable, and the distress of the mental and physical strain of being a doctor. Not to mention at a time in history, the 1950s, when innovations and taking chances in the medical field meant the difference between life and death. This is set against the fictionalized yet stunning version of Perth, Australia. And I'm telling you, this is not to be missed. It's unforgettable, heartbreaking, passionate, ambitious, relatable in a profound way, and believably well rounded characters. And it's just incredibly touching. And while I hesitate about reading a lot of medical jargon, Miss Alcyone infused that necessary part of the story into the stunning narrative of these two doctors' lives with beautiful finesse. And never once did I feel like I was reading a medical journal, but rather I became intrigued and sitting on the edge of my seat as some of the surgeries are performed. And it helped tremendously that you come to love these two men whose friendship is the hallmark of this story. And their back and forth banter felt so real and authentic. And, I have to say that more than once the tears flowed while I read this book. It is truly a stunning accomplishment and show that Miss Alcyon's skill as a storyteller in much of the same way as her own character's gifted talents lie in heart surgery. As an author, the ultimate desire is to touch someone's heart, and the use of telling a story about heart surgeons to connect with readers is nothing more than brilliant. The amount of research done for this book was evident and mind blowing, not only in the medical field relating to the actual surgeries and to manic depression, but in small details such as the inner workings of relationships or how to sail a boat. Um, Another tidbit I adored was the addition of the character's affinity for relating his life in quotes as he remembers from Shakespeare and Tennyson, which are in fact two of my favorite authors. And even like in tying knots in a string to help his anxiety, that was brilliant. All of these small, endearing inclusions, no matter how small, make the reader feel like you actually know these characters in real life. Miss Alcyone has earned a new fan, and I am so eager to read more of her works. The Stars That Govern Us by J.C. Alcyone has earned 5 stars and the highly recommended award, as well as the top spot as the 2021 Book of the Year from the Historical Fiction Company. So we ask you don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click for more info in the description about this book. You can also once again go to our website at www.thehistoricalfictioncompany.com to sign up for our newsletter, blog posts, reviews, and our new historical magazine, Historical Times, which features articles from some of the top historical authors around the world. Our podcast, History Bards, is available to subscribers via YouTube, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. You can learn more in the description about Miss Alcyon's book and also um, our website. Thank you for listening, and as always, keep making history and keep listening.